guys, Ashland here. Today we're going to go over 3 ways to 3-star at Town Hall 9 with low-level heroes. These are some good ideas on attacks that you can be successful with when you're a relatively new Town Hall 9. Even if you're not a relatively new Town Hall 9, these strategies can certainly still be successful, as higher-level troops and heroes will only benefit you even more. So the first attack is a GoVaLo, using Valkyries in the first phase, along with golems and wizards, and then balloons in the back end. We'll talk about why we're using balloons instead of hogs, as hogs are most likely what you would want to use on the back end of an attack for a 3-star attack. But we'll talk about why this attacker, Poe from Wrath of Grapes, decides to use balloons on the second phase of the attack. So the most important part of this first phase of the attack here is getting the Valkyries to the center of the base, establishing a nice funnel. If you don't know how to establish a nice funnel, I'll go ahead and link to a video I did on how to set up a nice funnel in the video description here. But anyway, once you get those Valkyries to the center of the base, they're going to do a lot of damage. Now, one good thing about Valkyries, similar to Pekka's, is that they respond very well and interact very well with both heal and rage spells. So that will benefit the Valkyries mightily, and they'll actually go ahead and tear through some walls and help with the cleanup towards the end of your attack. So the main cleanup here is going to be the balloons, the king, and the Valkyries that are left standing after the first phase of the attack here. Now, why did the attacker use balloons? I said we were going to talk about that, and now we will. It's because the air defenses were all in the center of the base, so the attacker could rely on the Valkyries killing all those air defenses, and then the balloons will be able to move through the base unchecked by air defenses. So if you see air defenses near the edges of the base, go ahead and still use hogs. If they're all towards the center, well, consider using back-end balloons. Now, this next attack is going to be a mass hog attack. There is one golem in the clan castle, but he has 36 hogs. So the first step with any hog attack, no matter what you're using, army composition-wise, is going to be to identify where the double giant bombs areas could be. On this base, they're obviously somewhere around the edges of the base, because there's no clear area for them to be in the center of the base as far as double giant bombs. There could be singles, but not doubles. So this attacker is going to go ahead and trigger some giant bombs right off the bat using a few of his hogs. Now, one thing to mention, I would have used a few more hogs in the first little pre-phase of the attack there. Try to detonate 2 giant bombs on each side rather than just 1. Either way, he's going to be very successful just detonating those 2 giant bombs, and the rest of the hogs will be able to benefit from those 4 heal spells. You can see the attacker chose to bring 4 heal spells. That is a lot of healing, as the first phase of the attack was able to be executed with no spells, just the heroes and a few wall breakers to take down the archer queen and the clan castle. You can see the other double giant bomb is right there. The other one's going to be right near that wizard tower and cannon, and you can see he's just going to spread the 3 heal spells out right in the beginning of the attack and save that last heal spell for the center of the base when the troops get there. In just a second, he'll be dropping that last heal spell, and you can see he has plenty of hogs still alive on the board. Now, dropping those heal spells does require a little bit of practice as far as gauging where your hogs are going to go into and around the base, but you'll get the hang of it. Just try to keep an eye on where the next defense lies in the line of the pathing of the hogs, and then try to pre-place that heal spell to encompass and affect as many hogs as possible. So on the third attack, we're going to see more of a traditional GoHoWi, adding a Pekka. Now, why does Jedward add a Pekka here? Well, it's to help bolster the first phase of the attack, because you can see his king is only level 10, and his queen is only level 7, and he has to get all the way to the center of the base to take down that level 17 archer queen. So just having the heroes and the 2 golems and a few wizards is not going to be enough firepower. He's going to have to go heavy on the first phase of the attack. That means using 3 golems and a Pekka. So he has a max golem in the clan castle, castle, coming in through the northeast with a nice wide spread of troops here. So the 3 golems are down on the map, then the wizards are all scattered about, and here come the heroes and the Pekka. He's able to send them right into the center of the base. He's going to use some wall breakers because there's no jump spell here. So if you're going to use wall breakers on an interior wall like this, make sure you drop a rage spell beforehand. That way they can sneak in there under under the splash damage. Just try to avoid the splash damage. Obviously, I'm speaking in terms of mortars in this case. And you can see Jedward's just going to go ahead and drop some hogs, and they're going to make their way from the northeast, the same entry point, all the way down to the opposite side of the map. A nice large spread on those hogs, and the reason he did that was to keep the hog riders separated so they can all be affected by 3 separate heal spells that he spreads throughout the base. And obviously once he hits those giant bombs, as you saw, 2 giant bombs back to back, just totally toasted about a half dozen or so of his hogs. But because of that wide spread, he was able to avoid losing more hogs than he did there. So the rest of the cleanup crew is going to be still alive here. Some golemites on the board, a bunch of wizards, the queen and the king. Very nice attack there by Jedward, and nice attack by all 3 attackers today. I hope you guys were able to pick up a thing or two of strategy in terms of strategy advice for lower level heroes at Town Hall 9. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, share with your clanmates. I really appreciate it, and take care.